This is IGN. Keanu Reeves says he absolutely wants to be in Cyberpunk 2. Welcome to your IGN Daily Update. But first, in honor of Star Trek Day, which was Monday, Paramount launched 2 new Star Trek streaming projects and announced a slew of partnerships and content plans to promote the 60th anniversary of the original TV series next year. The scripted podcast series Star Trek Con launched Monday on all major podcast platforms, as well as on the official Star Trek YouTube channel. New episodes will drop weekly on Mondays through November 3rd. IGN previously revealed that Lost Naveen Andrews voices the iconic Khan Noonien Singh, while For All Mankind's Ren Schmidt voices his wife, Marla McGivers. Star Trek Voyager's Tim Russ voices Ensign Tuvok, while the original series' George Takei voices Captain Sulu. Sonia Cassidy voices Dr. Rosalind Lear. In this highly anticipated audio series, Naveen Andrews takes on the role of the iconic villain Khan, exploring his complex psyche and the depths of his anger, ambition, and pain. The franchise's first preschool project, Star Trek Scouts, also premiered Monday. The original animated YouTube First series was developed and produced by Nickelodeon Digital Studio in association with CBS Studios. The episodes only run 3 to 4 minutes in length, and 2 episodes are available now on Nickelodeon's Blaze and the Monster Machine's YouTube channel. In other Star Trek Day news, the LEGO Group and Paramount announced their first ever collaboration via a first-look teaser showing Captain Jean-Luc Picard in brick form. Meanwhile, Webtoon will publish Star Trek digital comics described as original stories that touch on universal genres and themes based in the world of Star Trek. For all the latest Star Trek updates, and as you can tell, there are a lot, head over to IGN.com. Details surrounding Cyberpunk 2 are scarce, but fans of Cyberpunk 2077 can rest assured that the game's biggest star is down to return if given the opportunity. Speaking with IGN while promoting his upcoming movie Good Fortune, Keanu Reeves said that he wants to be part of the sequel to CD Projekt's 2020 game. Absolutely, I'd love to play Johnny Silverhand again, Reeves said when asked if he'd be interested in revisiting his legendary rockstar terrorist character in Cyberpunk 2. Reeves' love affair with the Cyberpunk community began with his viral "You're Breathtaking" moment at E3 2019. Reeves, on stage to announce the release of Cyberpunk 2077, was interrupted by a fan who shouted, "You're breathtaking!" Reeves' response was to double down with his own, "You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking." Cue wholesome memes across the internet forevermore. You can see the iconic gamer moment at IGN.com. The question is, could Reeves actually play Johnny Silverhand in Cyberpunk 2 even if he wanted to? In other words, could Johnny Silverhand return in the sequel given the events of Cyberpunk 2077? Warning, spoilers for Cyberpunk 2077 follow. Alright, you've been warned. While many players believe Cyberpunk 2077 provided a suitable ending for Johnny and V's story, depending on which ending of the game CD Projekt makes canon for Cyberpunk 2, the door may be left open for Reeves' return. Could Johnny return in cameo form perhaps, having downloaded himself into someone or something else? Canon ending dependent, could V end up becoming Johnny Silverhand in mind and body for Cyberpunk 2? Or perhaps it would be better to let Johnny and V rest and go for a fresh start with the sequel. There are many unanswered questions when it comes to Cyberpunk 2, but in May, Cyberpunk creator Mike Pondsmith teased some previously unknown details. Pondsmith, who worked closely with CD Projekt on the 30 million selling Cyberpunk 2077 and was involved in promoting the game ahead of its 2020 launch, was asked about the scope of his involvement with Orion at the Digital Dragons 2025 conference. Responding, Pondsmith admitted he wasn't as involved this time around, but said he does review scripts and had been to CD Projekt to check out the ongoing work. Last week I was wandering around talking to different departments and seeing what they had. Oh look, this is the new cyberware. What do you think? Oh yeah, that's pretty good. That works here. And then the morsel on the sequel. that it features a brand new city in addition to the night city we know from Cyberpunk 2077. Pondsmith described this new city as like Chicago gone wrong. I spent a lot of time talking to one of the environment guys, and he was explaining how the new place in Orion, because there's another city we visit, I'm not telling you any more than that, but there's another city we visit, and Night City is still there, but I remember looking at it and going, yeah, I understand the feeling you're going for this, and this really does work. And it doesn't feel like Blade Runner. It feels more like Chicago gone wrong. I said, yeah, I can see this working. It's worth pointing out that Pondsmith's comments do not necessarily suggest the Cyberpunk sequel will feature a future Chicago, rather a city that has the feel of a dystopian version of the city. It may well be a take on future Chicago, but that isn't confirmed based on these comments. There is also some debate about whether Cyberpunk 2 will expand upon the night city that's in Cyberpunk 2077 or feature a new version and the extent to which it's playable. Also back in May, CD Projekt revealed that a sequel to Cyberpunk 2077 is officially in pre-production and will be called Cyberpunk 2. The studio also said that nearly 100 developers were already working on the game, which was previously referred to by the codename Project Orion. That number had grown to 116 by the end of July. CD Projekt co-CEO Mikhail Novakovsky also seemed to confirm rumors that the sequel won't be out until at least 2030 by stating that the studio's journey from pre-production to final release takes 4 to 5 years on average. That's your IGN Daily Update. My name is Tony Jackson, and if you want more news on your favorite games and entertainment topics, make sure to visit us at IGN.com. You can also download our free app on your phone or console and subscribe to our weekly podcasts through the podcast service of your choice.
Spoken Layer.